What's going on, guys? It is HD2K back again with another video. Today for you, I'm going to show you how to make Shinobi Strikers thumbnails within 5 minutes using Photopea. First thing you need to do is type new and type in what your project is. Mine is going to be tutorial. Make sure the width and height are 1280 by 720. That is the dimension for every thumbnail with YouTube. Easy. So we're gonna have a white background. Let's get rid of that. Sometimes I use manga pages, but today we're gonna use this right here. All you have to do is copy the image and Control V, reposition it how you want it. I'm gonna leave it about like this. Easy. So one thing I want to teach you guys about is remove.bg. All you have to do is upload an image and it gets rid of the background for you. Now all you have to do is download. Now you have this easy PNG, so open in place, and now you have this. Let's move it over here and we can reposition it how we want to. Make sure you're using a shift because it'll make it look real funny. I'm gonna put it like this, kind of have that. So we have that, but make sure you also have your Shinobi Strikers logo PNG ready. So we go over here and we type in text. Make sure you use text that are gonna pop. Don't use boring text. Like for example, I'm gonna use text that I already have in here. I have a lot of text that I use on my thumbnails that I get from defont.com, and I'll leave defont.com in the description. So make sure you get Bangers. Bangers is one of the best thumbnail text I could ever give you guys. So let's type in make sure you cap lock because we need that in capital letters, tutorial, and we'll drag that down there. And we're gonna go over to blending options, drop shadow. Make sure you have a good drop shadow, or you can use outer glow, but today we're gonna use drop shadow. So make the size 0 at the start, the spread at 100, the opacity at 100, and change this to normal. Then you kind of need to change the color overlay. We're going to do that to red just so we can see. I don't think I'm going to keep it red right now. So make sure you guys get the size up a little bit so you can make it like that. All right, so we're going to change the color overlay to a blue color. We're going to make it more of a, maybe a little bit lighter than that. I like this. I like that color. A little bit lighter. That's pretty good. All right, so we're gonna go over back to drop shadow and we're gonna make this a darker blue, kind of like this. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, so we kind of see that. You can mess around with it a little bit, but we're gonna go over to stroke, change this to white, and we're gonna mess around with the size a little bit. Let's try a 5. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Then we're gonna go to satin. Satin kind of makes it, give it a texture color, so opacity, you can change this how you want, the distance, and it gives it that funky looking color. And that's a little too, you can change the directions or how it looks. All right, that's fine with me. All right, we're gonna go and we're gonna duplicate the layer. So now we have tutorial copy. We're gonna move this up and we're gonna change this to thumbnail. Make sure cap lock is on, thumbnail, tutorial, and we're gonna layer it up a little bit. We're gonna drop down tutorial, make it a little bit lower, thumbnail, come down here, and we're gonna stack it, but we're gonna offset it. And we're gonna do a shift click down here on the right and add to new folder. Now you can come over here and free transform them. Just saves the time for you basically. And we can expand it out a little bit just so it's the main thing that's popping for you. All right, so you see how that's like that. Now we're gonna go to layer 1 and we're gonna do shift U, control U, and we're gonna move this over so we can see. Okay, this is where you can control, like in my videos previously, I have saturation up and I control the hue a little bit to give it a different color. Shinobi Strikers is a little boring sometimes. So you can come over here, control the hue, whatever you want to, or hue, whatever you want to do. Let's give it more of a, I think that looks a lot better. All right, that's what we're gonna do for that. Now we're gonna go to Boruto and give him a stroke a little bit, like kind of like that, but I don't really like that. So we're gonna use outer glow. We're gonna change it to that blue a little bit, kind of matches that background, and we're gonna spread it out a little bit. You see what I'm saying now? And then we can change this to normal real quick, and the opacity and the size. We don't want to do too much because it just looks weird. The spread out. And let's change it to about 5. 5 is the way to go. So it gives him that. You can kind of see the outline of him. And that's basically how I do it. But we need to add the Shinobi Strikers logo. You can come over here and copy that image. Come over here and Control V it into it. Put it in front of him. To export, we're going to go to export as. And then we're going to do PNG. Make sure it's all the way up. And that's your thumbnail. Thanks, guys. And that's basically how I make my Shinobi Strikers thumbnails within 5 minutes. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want the phone version of this, I have an app that I do on my phone. I don't use it as much anymore, but I can make a video on that for phone users. Thank you guys so much for watching. HD2K out.